Well, if it isn't Colin Grout. Now there's a surprise.
I told you. He's a fit-up.
You the arresting officer?
Yes, Sarge. Nicked him at the demo outside the burnt-out house. Breach of the peace, incitement to racial hatred, and assault occasioning actual bodily harm.
Sounds like par for the course.
No, I'm still here. That's right, yes, a Hindi translator. I phoned 2 hours ago. Yes, I'm still waiting.
You know this Asian protest outside the firebombed house? Colin Grout's gone and organised a counter-demonstration. There's coachloads of neo-Nazis there for the scrap. It's chaos.
Yeah, well, I'd rather be out there than dealing with reporters all day.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
On their way. OK, thank you.
Incident room. No, sorry, I can't. I am able to tell you that in Friday night's incident there was one fatality. 4 people are in intensive care, and that includes 1 child. 1 man was... sorry, unhurt.
Just listen, will you? I was assaulted, got it. I've got witnesses, ask the others.
We will, Colin.
Ask them what the packy said to me.
Yeah, when he's had his jaw wired up.
It was self-defence. Why haven't you arrested him?
Just shut up and let's get on with it, shall we?
You're scared of them, that's why. Mustn't touch the packies because the council will get you.
I said shut up.
They're smashing the windows of decent white citizens and you let them.
Shut up.
Not only are they fighting outside the house, I've just had a report that a breakaway group are smashing windows on the high street. Derek's down there with Monroe. I don't know how long they can contain the situation with the men they've got. We need something to calm the situation down.
We're doing all we can.
Had a chance to question the survivors yet?
There's only one in a fit condition. He's out of the area, staying with a relative. We should be seeing him today.
What about the others?
They won't be talking for a long time.
We've got a petition here, and you'd better do something about it.
These are the senior fire officer's preliminary findings. An accelerant was definitely involved.
How many attacks have there been?
12.
Are they connected?
It looks as though they're all racially motivated, yes.
I must be clear about this before the press conference. I need to issue a strong statement confirming our determination to bring the attackers to justice.
Now listen,
No,
mate.
you listen. These demonstrations are going to go on until you prove to us that you're protecting us as much as the white community. You can tell your bosses that.
Hey! Hey, Riz! What's wrong with you? Come here. What's going on here? Can you give us a minute? Hiya. Haven't seen you for ages. How's your dad? I thought it was you, that's why I came out.
You know why I'm here?
And it's not to discuss my father.
That what you think, is it?
Yeah?
I said, is that what you think?
I said yes. What am I supposed to think? You haven't done anything. 3 firebombs this month and you've caught no one.
We're working on it, I promise.
You don't understand how we feel about these murders. They nailed the front door, then they set fire to the place. There were young children in there.
Yeah, I know.
You know how my father is? I'll tell you how he is. He's scared, like everyone else.
Harami. No, my mother and father were married for quite a long time before I was born, actually.
I didn't know you spoke Hindi.
I don't. I know one phrase. That was it. You hear it a lot in Birmingham.
It's a shame you haven't somebody more able than Ted Roach to be your deputy.
No. I think he's just the sort of experienced man we need, and he's doing a good job. He's hardly slept for 2 nights.
I've always found him rather unmanageable, I think.
He just needs the right sort of supervision. I trust him.
Well, that's up to you. As long as you get the right result, and soon.
Sir, Sergeant Penny asked me to tell you that we got Colin Grout in custody. He was arrested at the demo outside the house.
That's convenient.
Grout?
A right-wing agitator. We've suspected him of being involved in previous attacks. We'll have a chat with him. Viv?
Yeah?
You doing anything?
Sorry, I'm so late. It's okay just to get through the demonstration.
Worry not. This is Miss Ruth Davdra, our translator.
Gordon Ray, how'd you do?
We're just on our way to see the survivor, Mr. Krishnamurti.
Right. Ask him if he knows Colin Grout.
Yeah, sure thing. Ask him why he's so frightened.
ये जानना चाहते हैं कि आप इतना डर क्यों रहे हो?
Why is he so worried about talking to me? Try him again.
ये पूछ रहे हैं कि आपको इनसे बात करने में क्या फिक्र है?
क्या ये समझता है मुझे?
What'd he say?
Nothing. नहीं, बोलते जाइए.
हाँ, मैं गैर कानूनी हूँ. दूसरों की तरह से जिस घर में रहते हैं, अगर किसी को मालूम हो गया तो ये लोग मुझे वापस भेज देंगे.
Well?
He says that he's frightened because someone might try to burn the house down again.
You mean this house? Why should they come all the way out here? Tell him not to worry. You can tell him something else. You tell him I got all day.
It was a very impressive demonstration outside the house.
Counter-demonstration.
All right. Counter-demonstration. Must have taken a lot of organization.
I wouldn't know.
Tell me about it, the demonstration.
Stupid, isn't it? I demonstrate in support of the police, and I get arrested.
Tell me why you support us. I'm interested.
Well, you do a good job, don't you? Most of the time.
What sort of good job?
You know what I mean.
Maybe.
I mean, you don't need a load of imports telling you what to do, eh?
No. You're right.
They ought to be sorted out. You should pick on them, not people like me who support you.
Our hands are tied, Colin. What can we do?
Send them all home for a start.
What if they won't go?
You make them go.
How do we do that, Colin?
Oh, no, you don't. I'm not falling for that one.
Falling for what?
Not another word.
Why is that? I thought we were getting along really well. I thought we understood each other.
Yeah, so did I. I thought we were on the same side, but we're not, are we? Not another word.
Look, you tell him my patience is running out. How am I supposed to help the bloke if he won't even talk to me? All I need is a name. Anyone he knows. Anyone he's frightened of. Anyone who's threatened him. And you tell him that if he doesn't help us, it will happen again.
ये आपकी मदद चाहते हैं. अगर आप कह सकते हैं तो इन्हें बता दें कि ये काम किसने किया है.
उसका नाम भट्टी है.
What's he saying?
He's given us a name. Bhatti.
Bhatti? What's it?
It's Indian.
What, Indian like him? We'll need an address.
उसका पता लिख दें.
If this man did it, we want to put him away. Do you understand?
What's he supposed to have done?
I'm not obliged to tell you.
Colin's never done anything except stand up for his country. You fitted him up.
He has the right to make a complaint.
I will. What's the baby called?
Colin.
It's nice.
Are you going to be much longer?
Have you got a car?
No.
Moped? Motorbike?
No.
What about a lawnmower?
Don't be stupid. We're on the 10th floor.
Okay. Can you tell me what this is, Kelly?
I thought he looked shifty last time we had him in.
What was that for?
Same thing. Incitement. He was banned over. So whatever happens, we've got him this time.
Is Mr. Ray around?
No, he's still not back yet, Sarge.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, Sarge, there was a message for you from the forensic lab. They said they've got some news for you about the bottle that was used for the firebomb.
On my way.
Romanian Cabernet, perfectly acceptable tipple. Touch of spice about it, quite fruity, very drinkable, very inexpensive. Also, you'll be pleased to learn, not as popular yet as its Bulgarian counterpart. Shouldn't be too hard to trace.
The number of times you people say that to us.
But the most fascinating thing about this little object is that part of the wick is still intact. Look here. This newspaper was so tightly wedged into the neck of the bottle it didn't burn. Couldn't. Too dense, not enough oxygen.
Oh, that is interesting. Yeah, old Krishnamurti gave me a name and address. Yeah, Mr. Bhatti.
An Indian?
Yeah.
So either this attack's got...
Nothing at all to do with the others, or we've been wrong from the start.
Anyway, I'm going to go and nick this guy now as a suspect.
Okay, but keep a low profile. Mr. Brownlow's worried enough already about public order. I'm trusting you on this. Just don't drop us in it, right?
So tell me about yourself. It's Ruth, isn't it?
Yes, that's right.
And what do you do in real life?
I'm a school teacher, part-time.
So you just do this translating stuff for a hobby, do you?
Not exactly. I thought I'd help out, do my bit.
So who are you helping, do you think?
What do you mean?
Well, you said you wanted to help out, do your bit. Who are you helping?
Well, you, of course.
Just us?
All right. I try to make things clear for both sides. Is that any better?
I don't know. You see, I think I know what you're doing. You weren't just interpreting back there. You were filtering my questions to that man. I could tell.
I don't think that's fair.
Don't you?
Look, I've seen it all before many times. You're dealing with frightened people who don't understand. They don't know what's going on. They could say anything.
In other words, they could incriminate themselves.
Yes, if you like.
You listen, Ruth. My job depends on me reading people. On everything they say, right down to the last detail. Now, I trust you to tell me. You've got to trust me, okay? Now, this time you tell me what he says, all of it. Whether you want to hear it or not. Mr. Barty, Detective Sergeant Roach, Sun Hill. I have reason to believe that you have been involved in a recent local firebombing, and I'm arresting you as a suspect. Do you think you can manage all that?
Well, what is it?
Don't know.
Guess.
Looks like a petrol can.
You're absolutely right, Colin. It is a petrol can. Have you seen it before?
No.
Have you seen one like it before?
No.
Never?
No.
So it's not yours then?
No.
Do you know where we found it? In a cupboard in the kitchen of your flat.
I've never seen it before in my life.
Do you know what happens to people when they get badly burned, Colin? They end up with their skin hanging off like pork crackling.
It's not mine.
One kid, 4 years old, not much more than your little son. He's going to be blind in one eye for the rest of his life.
I said I've never seen it before!
That's a very dangerous thing to say, Colin. Because if we find your prints on it anywhere, we're going to start asking awkward questions like, why are you lying to us? That sort of thing, understand? So we're going to leave you to think about it while we check the prints properly. You have a good, long think and see if there's anything else we might need to know. Yeah?
Another strong, silent type, eh? Not very talkative, you people, are you? What do you think of him?
I don't like him, but it doesn't mean he's guilty.
All neat and tidy. He's locked up, made his phone call. Keep your eye on the clock, eh, Ted?
Don't worry. Listen, can you hang around a little bit longer? I got something to sort out.
I suppose so.
Grab yourself a coffee. It won't be long. Tiz, a word.
What now, Sarge? The DCI will be needing me. We're doing Grout again.
Come on, I need your help. We haven't got much time.
I've left him to stew while we confirm the prints.
What do you think, Gordon? Grout do it?
Well, he's worried, that's clear enough.
I've got a feeling about this one. I think I'm going to tell the press we're holding somebody. See if that calms things down a bit.
Sounds fair.
What about this party that Roach has brought in? I don't like the idea of pulling in a member of the Indian community at a time like this. Shows no sensitivity at all. Especially as all you've got to go on is one unsupported and apparently unreliable statement.
I'm keeping a close eye on the situation.
Good. You stay here while I check if it's clear, okay?
Right, Sarge.
Wait. What you doing? I said, what are you doing?
You know, it's funny, I was just going to ask you the same thing.
Answer the question.
Business. I'm looking for Mr. Barty.
In the bin. He ain't here.
Pity. You work for him?
What's it to you?
Nothing, nothing. He just asked me to wait for him. Do you mind if I come in? So, what do you do for Mr. Barty?
This and that.
Housekeeping?
Do what?
Well, it looks like you're tidying up.
He asked me to do it.
Yeah?
Yeah. Bash phones me up in the middle of the snooker and asked me to empty the kitchen bin and take it away. Stupid Patty.
Yeah. When was that?
About half an hour ago. Why?
Well, maybe he just doesn't like the smell, eh? Too much rotting curry.
What are you doing? Are you a bin pervert or something?
Maybe he's in trouble.
What sort of trouble?
Don't know. Maybe he's in trouble with me.
Are you from the immigration?
Nah. Nah, if I was, I wouldn't let him in. I hate Packies, me. Don't you?
Yeah.
Screw them for all they've got. Oh, by the way, the filth of Nick Colin Grout for that firebombing last week.
I heard. They got the wrong man this time anyway. Know what I mean? I ain't just Colin who can fry up a few illegals.
What's your name, mate?
Why?
Well, we're always on the lookout for bright boys like you.
If you're doing a bin, I'm off. I'll tell him you did it.
Sarge, what's Steve Sturridge doing here?
You know him?
Yeah, real renter thug.
You know his address?
I should do. I've picked him up enough times.
Thanks, Viv.
Has the suspect been charged yet?
No, but progress is being made.
Are you confident you've got the right man?
I'm confident we'll know shortly, yes.
Is it the same person who carried out the other attacks?
I'm afraid it's too early to tell yet.
Do you think this will help to silence the many recent demonstrations against the police?
I've always felt that the anger of the demonstrators was against the racist attackers, not against the police.
With respect, that's not what we've seen.
I was referring to the anger involved. The police are a convenient and visible target. Off the record, though, ladies and gentlemen, you could all help to calm things down. I trust, for instance, that you'll be stressing in your coverage that we're giving this case our fullest attention. If you're going to run the views of the protesters, you could at least give our views equal space. I don't think that's too much to ask, do you?
There are 2 sets of prints on the can. Yours and one other person's. You told us you'd never seen it before. Would you like to tell us a bit more about it now? Well, in the light of this evidence, I'm empowered to hold you until we're ready to prefer charges. Do you understand what I'm saying, Colin?
Look, I did do that fire job, whatever you think.
No. You're gonna have to tell us a lot more than that. It just won't do, will it?
Never word, sir.
Just a minute. First things first, I want to word with you as well. Who said you could borrow Martella?
No one, sir.
You're dead right. I don't understand any of this. First it's Bat what's-his-name, now Martella tells me you're after one of Grout's mod. Come on, Ted, what's going on?
I think I might have a result, sir.
I'll be back in a minute. Grout's prints are on the petrol can.
Oh, he's involved, all right, and he's carried out attacks before. Of that, I'm sure, but not that night. That was someone else.
I'm sorry,
Besides...
I can't wait any longer. I have to go.
Oh, that's fine. Thanks. We won't be needing you now anyway. I think you'll find our Mr. Barty can speak perfect English.
How do you make that out?
Information received. Oh, one thing before you go. That bloke earlier, he told you he was an illegal immigrant, didn't he?
Well, did he?
Yes.
Well, thanks for telling me. Better late than never.
So what's going on?
The firebombed house was full of illegal immigrants, all paying protection to Barty.
And they stopped paying?
Right. Barty's probably got hundreds of illegals all over the area. He wanted to frighten this lot to set an example to the others, so he paid a couple of guys who knew all about firebombing to do it for him.
So what's the proof that Barty's involved?
Much better than fingerprints. Hello, Mr. Barty. It's me again. And it's no use pretending you don't understand me, because I know better. Don't I, Baz? That phone call you made this afternoon, I know what it was about. You wanted your bin emptied, didn't you? And this is why. I found this. You see that? There's a strip being torn out. You know where we found this? The firebomb on Monday night.
Am I to understand that Barty is responsible for this attack?
Well, not directly, sir, no. But I think we can have Barty and Grout for conspiracy on this one. The other prints on that petrol can will belong to the man who did the job for him. Somebody called Steve Sturridge.
Who?
It's okay, sir. I've got his address. We can go and pick him up. He may be able to clear up some previous attacks. With any luck, he'll name Grout as well.
Remarkable.
My thoughts exactly, sir.
Oh, well done. Both of you.
You ought to go home and get some sleep.
On the other hand, we could go and pick up Sturridge.